Right now at noon, Hurricane Beryl has been downgraded to a tropical storm. It made landfall early this morning along the Texas coast as a Category 1 hurricane. This is a live look from Houston Earth Cam. The city, along with surrounding counties, got hit with heavy rains and high winds. This is a look at some of that damage Beryl caused in Houston, sent to us by viewers. Take a look. This roof of a home damaged in this storm. Another viewer sent this picture of a tree limb crashing through a carport and damaging the back windshield of their SUV. And this tree seen leaning across a fence in a neighborhood. Lots and lots of damage like this. Right now we want to get to Maggie Lin, who has been tracking the storm all morning and has more on that damage left behind and just how much rain that area saw, Maggie.
Absolutely. And you know what? I don't think they're done yet. Now I'll tell you this as my graphics are loading here, guys. This landed as a hurricane, Category 1 hurricane. There we go. At 3:55 a.m. this morning. Now, at that time, we had all hands on deck. So I want to show you right now, these are the impacts of the storm. Right after that has downgraded to a tropical storm. We are still looking at major flooding for Houston, pushing further and further north. So along with that, we had some tornado watches on top as well for that area. Areas pushing way further east. Again, we're on the west side of all of this. Initially, we were hoping for more rain, but we just aren't going to get it. Now, before we go, I want you to take one more look at this graphic that is finally going to load for me here again so I can show you exactly where this landed at Matagorda Bay at 3:55 a.m. again as a Category 1. And the eye of that storm had gusts up to about 80 miles per hour. Now we have Paul, I believe, kind of coming up next. Possibly not. Hopefully we can get him there. But he was actually at Port Lavaca all morning. And Paul, you are the MVP for all of our weather coverage, because now you're in Angleton and it looks like things are going okay, Paul. Thankfully you have a vest on.
Yeah, I've got a vest because I'm right by the road. Maggie, you've been doing a great job as well. Okay, we drove from Port Lavaca over here to Angleton, and everything that Beryl had went right through here, right through Angleton. Quite a bit of damage. Let's start off with, you can see the power poles are knocked down. Angleton just happened to be in the northeast quadrant right when Beryl was the strongest. I'm going to estimate it 90-mile-per-hour winds. Let's go ahead, let's pivot around. Let me get out of the way. And you can see big, huge trees totally knocked down and limbs just everywhere. Matter of fact, from Bay City to Angleton, which is about 40 miles or so, the road was just littered with limbs and with small, with leaves and all kinds of stuff, and some big trees down as well. Bay City looked almost like this, but this is the worst damage that I have seen so far. And again, if you know where Angleton is, we're right across the street from West Side Elementary School. I would estimate that this damage was probably done around 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, right as Beryl was the strongest, right on that northeast quadrant, just kind of zipped through here and knocked all these tree limbs down. I haven't had a chance to talk to any of the owners here, but it is a mess. It's going to take a while to clean up. I mean, you can even look across the street at the elementary school. There's limbs all over the place. Trees are just a mess. So, right now here in Angleton, we've got a breeze, we've got cloudy skies, it is not raining anymore, but also between Port Lavaca and all the way over here to Angleton, boy, on the side of the road, I'm not exactly sure how much rain fell, but especially from Bay City to Angleton, the side of the road, there was just water just everywhere. It couldn't really have taken much more. I'd love to know how much rain fell here, but I haven't had a chance to look it up. We've been on the road. Plus, this whole way, the internet's down, power is down, nowhere to eat, just totally closed up. So it's going to be like that probably for a while. We're going to go and we're going to take another look around and investigate. But anyway, just bringing you the damage here from Angleton, Texas. We're not too far from the coast, probably about, I guess, 30 miles as the crow flies, maybe 40, something like that. But definitely lots of damage here in Angleton, Texas. So Maggie, I think I'm going to send it back to you. Maybe Audrey. We're gonna look around at some more things, but again, here in Angleton, Texas, Paul Morellis, I'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Paul. And we also sent our KENS 5 reporter and meteorologist Jeremy Baker to Rockport Saturday to ride out the storm. He's been there ever since and joins us with a city that is now breathing a sigh of relief.
Thank goodness this storm was nowhere near the strength of Harvey, but if Beryl had made a landfall closer to Rockport like what was expected earlier yesterday or the day before, this entire pier would have been covered by water and a 2 to 4 foot storm surge or higher. Take a look at Aransas Bay over here. It's fairly calm, a little murky. We've got some high tide flowing in right now, but for the most part, the water is calm. The worst of the storm last night, between about 10 p.m. and 6 a.m., sustained winds 20 to 25 miles an hour at best. Gusts only reached 30, not even tropical storm force strength, and only about 15 to 20 minutes of rain, so Rockport really dodged a bullet. But with Rockport for quite a while in the bullseye of the forecast, the town didn't take this lightly. Businesses and homes were boarded up, many evacuated just to make sure they were safe, and visitors cut their 4th of July holidays short. In the end, it wasn't really needed, but for the most part, those here are not complaining. There were a few people who were disappointed it wasn't a bigger storm, but businesses are most definitely exhaling big time today.
It was very nerve-wracking for everyone. You know, we just went through Harvey 6-7 years ago, so everybody was really prepared, and we definitely skated out of this one very lucky.
I lived here when Harvey initially happened. I was a high schooler then, and I got relocated to New Braunfels. So me being here now, when I first heard the hurricane, I was like, oh, great, round 2, you know? So I'm glad that it missed this time and that there's no actual disasters.
Of course, there are many more months to go in the hurricane season, so there is plenty more time for Rockport to keep an eye on the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean. Reporting from Rockport, I'm Jeremy Baker for KENS 5.
All right, thanks so much, Jeremy, for that update.